Yo, what is up guys? Just John McKinn back here again, and today I'm coming with you with a brand new video for CES 2021 top tech that I personally seen at the conference. If you don't know what CES is, CES is one of the world's most influential tech conferences where there's breakthrough technologies and companies just releasing the next gen tech, what's basically gonna rule our future. All right, and number one on my list, honestly, it caught my gaze at first sight, and this is the LG Rollable Phone. And it's a phone that grows and shrinks seamlessly. It's basically just magic. They haven't revealed how it actually works. So it's actually very interesting how it's gonna be used in the practical sense when we don't actually know how it works. And they also haven't even mentioned how many times can the screen unfold and fold out again without some wear and tear happening. But yeah, 1 minute it's a phone, 1 minute it's a tablet. You can pretty much switch back and forward at your own need. So yeah, some advantages of this over the traditional foldable phones, which is kind of what it's competing with, is that it doesn't have that thick crease in the middle of the screen. So again, it just looks a little bit more put together, a little bit more pretty. At the same time, it's not thick. This is just a seamless phone. Like, it just feels like, you know, just your traditional iPhone. Feels pretty thin, lightweight. Again, I haven't held it in my hands personally, but just from the videos, from the specs of what they're putting out, this is pretty much what it's going to portray. And side note, this would be really cool to see expand into just monitors in general. Just having, again, like a traditional, I don't know, like 40-inch monitor and just allowing it to expand to about 60-inch commercially. So it would be really cool to see this come to the market and expand in different areas. So my second one on the list is Samsung's Bot Handy and Bot Care. Samsung is coming strong with this one. We're bringing the Jetsons back. We're bringing the Jetsons to real life here. So the bot can do anything from pouring you a glass of wine and just giving you a drink. And the Bot Handy Care is actually really cool because it can do simple tasks such as setting the table, putting up dishes. I'm pretty sure as we expand and continue to iterate on the development of it, it can do more things around the house. It's pretty much, you know, just a handy bot to have around. Not to mention, it could do laundry. So the way this bot works is it recognizes objects using machine learning and AI. Now we're really pushing into a new level and frontier with this, and I'm glad to see that it's actually being used in bots that can transform our lives. I really want this to come to market, though this is more of a conceptual model. There is no planned release date or price yet mentioned. So this is just one of the things that I would actually put on my wish list if I could. I would really love this piece of tech to come out to the real world and hit it commercially, even though it's probably gonna cost a couple racks. So yeah, the Bot Care does things as small as recognizing your habits and behaviors. It knows your schedule, it knows when you should be going into a meeting or transitioning into your next task, and it can just simply be there to remind you of that. And not to mention, one of the ways they used it in the video was that a lady was sitting at her desk for too long and the bot was just reminding her, hey, you should stand up because yeah, you've been sitting there for a while. Sounds like we're gonna be getting that annoying reminder just like in our watchOS when we need to just take a breath. I can really see it being the same thing. And not to mention, it also can take video calls. So wherever you, as you're transitioning throughout your day, possibly doing things out the house, it can pop up the screen and pretty much record you in HD going to a meeting. This raises a good question, like, could this bot really be too far out there, or could we kind of just get away with it with some cool hacks such as again, just having an AI assistant available in every room, because pretty much they know our schedule. They can tell when to take calls or send something, and we can pretty much build a pretty close to autonomous system. While this is not out yet, that would just be like a little hack if you wanted to kind of have the same, you know, feeling as if you had a bot following you everywhere you went in your house. So yeah, using cameras here and there, having an AI assistant in every room, you could pretty much mimic the same capabilities of this, just as a, you know, temporary hack while we wait for this bot to come out. So my next pick on the list is the Samsung Solar TV remote. And honestly, it just got me because of the amazing environmental stats. Like, this goes crazy. Something you don't even think about. You will never have to buy batteries for a remote again if you get this TV remote. And hopefully this can become more mainstream as well. So some of the stats that they included in the Samsung Solar TV remote is that the average life of a TV is about 7 years. So that means we approximately use about 99 million batteries. And just in equivalence to that, by you using the solar remote over traditional battery remotes, you can fill up 759 football stadiums with pine trees. That's the benefit of switching from a more traditional battery power remote to a solar remote, where you can pretty much never have to buy batteries again and never have to do that cool trick where you have to switch the batteries around and find out if your remote is working or not. We've all been there, trust me, we've all been there. And not to mention, you're going to get a greener world. So it's really cool to see this environmental push going green being made live on the CES tech stage. And honestly, it was just a great presentation. The stats really blew this away for me, and I immediately just, I'm actually looking forward to even getting my own solar remote. I love the movement, I love the initiative, like a Samsung. So my next pick is the Ampere Shower Power. And this is a waterproof Bluetooth speaker that is powered by your water. So pretty much, you never have to charge the speaker when you go take a shower. And this is actually just really cool because it can fit onto pretty much any faucet, any shower head. It says it all on the website. And yeah, it's powered by water, and you can just pretty much connect to Bluetooth and play your music. And now I obviously don't have it right now, so I'm not able to test, you know, the speaker capabilities, but you know, from the illustration, it was pretty believable that, you know, it would sound pretty good. But it's actually just a really cool, you know, another initiative that's actually eco-friendly as well. Just having a shower water-powered speaker in your bathroom. How cool is that? And it's only going for $79, which I don't think is bad at all. Like, you never have to worry about it being charged. You install it once and you have like a speaker forever in your bathroom. Like, obviously it's gonna go bad over time, but it's gonna be a while till you have to replace it. And not to mention, it has the LED light as well. So when you're taking a shower, you can have, you know, a cool little light show going on, you know, as you get clean. So yeah, my only drawback about this is like, yeah, if this thing dies, you pretty much have to take off like your whole shower head and either get a new one or just put your shower head back on the way it's supposed to be. So that's the only, like, you know, bad part about it. I mean, it's not too bad. I feel like it'll last a pretty long time. And yeah, if it dies, and yeah, just for a fact, I know it's not a hassle to install a new one again. It's very simple. You never have to power your speaker in the bathroom again. Woo! Honestly, this one get all the marbles. So next is the high-tech N95 mask from Razer, claiming the title of being the world's smartest mask. And honestly, from what they've shown, I think it's true. Cause yeah, it just looks freaking cool. Like, I look at it, like, it looks freaking cool. And yeah, it's basically just having a new type of intelligence for our new normal. Everything from what's going on in the world to how we're transitioning from staying at home to going back into society. Like, this is actually a really cool movement that Razer's doing. So key features of the surgical N95 mask include high bacteria filtration, active ventilation, auto sterilization, clear and transparent design so people can see your facial features. You don't have to, you know, smile too hard so people can see with your eyes, and we all been there. A low light mode, so when you're in a dark space, it actually lights up your face with interior light so people can see your features even better and look freaking cool while you're doing it. And a voice amp technology that basically amps up your voice on the outside via mic and just makes you sound less muffled, makes you sound clear. So honestly, Razer, I do commend you for coming to this space. We haven't seen a high-tech mask such as this, and I definitely feel like they deserve the title of the world's smartest mask because, man, it's freaking cool. Now, there are masks that do communicate with, you know, apps that can detect, you know, like air level and whatnot. Honestly, where Razer has this prototype right now, they can definitely expand into that area. I don't feel like that'll be a problem for Razer. I just really love the delivery and just the overall feel and design of this mask. Like, it's gonna be amazing. I'm definitely for sure getting mine. You guys should too. So next up on my list is the LG transparent OLED screen. So I just see this as a transparent screen to transform users' engagement, customer engagement. Honestly, like, I could see this being installed in so many different places, and they gave a great scenario. So they had this, this person coming up to a bar at a sushi restaurant, and you're just presented with this display. And as you're just sitting there, you're going through the different options at the bottom via touchscreen, seeing what kind of food you want to select, and it's popping across the screen like the different prices and whatnot. And through the other side, you actually see the chef and you communicate, I guess, via screen with the chef. And yeah, it's just really cool that we're just implementing like this more futuristic looking technology because it's more so blending tech with our actual reality. Kind of the mission of technology. We're trying to blend it more and more with how we live so we can be more productive and just have things be seamless. And this is honestly a amazing step. So yeah, on top of that, you're keeping the barrier between you and the cook. As you're on the screen, you can order whatever you need to order. It's contactless, and yeah, they can get your order on the other side, get it cooked up, and I guess, I don't know, find a way to slide it to you. And yeah, on top of that, it can be used as your own entertainment system, whereas more traditional, you know, TV is just there, it's taking up a lot of space. Like, so it's just there, you're taking up a lot of space. Well, with this screen, it does have a 30% transparency. It does have 30% transparency, so you can actually, enjoy your environment as you're sitting down, or you can even just put on your own entertainment as if a TV was in front of you. And I can see this expanding into so many areas, even outside of restaurants, such as, again, just window shopping, seeing, just like an ad outside as you walk. You're seeing like the actual clothes on the model, but then you're seeing like, sales switch in and out on this glass display that looks like glass. But you're seeing, sales and stuff on this glass display, which kind of just, intertwine, again, what we're seeing in reality versus what's technology together. So what we're seeing in reality versus what's technology together. And not to mention, it comes with a very robust design. Now, they really wanted to emphasize this part because I guess it can kind of almost be seen like, oh, this is flimsy, it's gonna break, it's not gonna last. Well, they're telling you that's not the case, because even on their website, they're letting you know this thing is robust and it's durable, and it's actually even built to be a part of moving objects such as trains. So we don't know when this is gonna come out yet, but I'm looking forward to it. My next pick goes to Cadillac Halos VTOL's flying car. Even if I said that right, VTOL, VTOL, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And what that stands for, electric vertical takeoff and landing. And yeah, this is pretty much one of the latest and greatest races that are actually happening. I'm just gonna reference this in this video as VTOL. This VTOL race of different companies trying to integrate this into our cities. Now, this is something that a technology I feel is gonna hit, big cities such as Los Angeles and New York first, because this is supposed to be used as an alternative to get around those busy, or you can even say terrible traffic, situations, so you can be on time to your meetings, to your kids' recitals, to just even getting your lunch. This is really cool. Now, honestly, this is a very futuristic, out there concept, because I feel like one of the biggest things that's gonna come up is just legal guidelines. We have to pretty much master autonomous vehicles on the ground before we can let them into the sky. So that's kind of how I see it. Like, even if you look at the concept video that was shown, it was very 3D-ish. It was obviously not a real demo. So I do feel like we have some time to go, but they are honestly putting together and partnering, making a great supply chain to make this move happen. Actually get these VTOL vehicles in the sky so that we can actually transform like how we commute to different buildings or different parts of the city. So this is gonna be really cool, and hopefully this is something that we can actually see to come to life in our lifetime. But yeah, to stay positive, I just do want to emphasize that I don't know, I just feel like big cities are gonna benefit the most from this. It's really not like a small city thing unless you just want to be very luxury with it. I just really see it being like a very big city thing, being very limited at first, because we can't just have these things going like wild and crazy just off bat, but see it being in the big cities. And yeah, I don't know if I said this before, but yeah, this is supposed to be used as a taxi system. So what I'm imagining what would work is you signify that you want to take a ride. VTOL is available, you'll get that VTOL. If not, you have to wait for one to come. You get into it, you fly, and yeah, you're just there. So it's really just this taxi for the sky. It's basically just like a taxi system for the sky, and this is just really cool. We're really going to the Jetsons days, jumping from skyscraper to skyscraper, getting to meeting to meeting. Woo! Honestly, this one, guys, man, oh man, it's nice. It's nice on them pockets too. All right, we got the Kohler $16,000 tub, man. Yeah, $16,000 to bathe yourself. But honestly, whether it's the placebo effect or not, if I got in this tub, I would just think I was clean just from the whole experience. So yeah, this is probably the coolest bathtub on this planet. It's a $16,000 smart bathtub inspired by Japanese forest bathing. I just felt that sounded luxurious itself. So again, along with that description and the price, yeah, it's very luxurious. So yeah, it is $16,000, but you just gotta love it. Like, if you actually look at this thing, it looks amazing. It has water filling from the bottom. It overflows into the Hinoki wood moat. And with that, it has a soothing sound as it's doing that. And you're actually having a little chromotherapy session as you're in the tub, because it's full spectrum lighting that's surrounding the tub. And not to mention, you can get your essential oils in there. Yeah, so if that didn't sound luxurious, I mean, just look at this thing. Like, I love it. It looks fantastic. I would love the opportunity to just, to bathe in this once, because it looks so good. Like, who wouldn't want to bathe in this? Yeah, but don't be discouraged at the pricing model of this. It is $16,000, but they are having 4 other models that you can choose from, including a standing shower that are a little bit easier on the pockets, but do expect that, just from my personal opinion, it's going to cost a couple of racks. So though it's not 16,000, you can still get this luxury experience, but you gotta pay that luxurious money. Ice cream for instant ice cream. And this is the Coldsnap instant ice cream machine. I was kind of, you know, skeptical putting an ice cream machine on this list, but once you read about it, it's like, why wouldn't I put this on here? This is the coolest gadget, no pun intended with that, but it's pretty cool. It's a pod-based system, and it dispenses single serve desserts and drinks. You insert a pod, you know, 90-second tops is going to turn that pod into ice cream for you. Now they do already have like a range of different flavors to offer from, but I just feel like the concept, like all you need, for me, all you need is vanilla. When you pop that pod in, wait my 90 seconds and have my instant ice cream. I just feel like that's an amazing, really cool thing to have. Now I think the biggest factor with this is, which comes pretty clear for ice cream, is how does it taste? That's probably my only question with that. How does this, you know, what are these pods made from? Essentially, how does it taste? Like, we're not just trying to eat, even though it's instant and it's really cool to see, we're not trying to eat bad ice cream. So yeah, I'm loving it, but the only thing I'm not liking about this, I'm gonna take caution for, is that this thing is huge. So you need space for this. Yes, 17 by 17 by 9 inch in dimension. And it's weighing at a hefty 50 pounds. So it's very hefty. But again, to come back to the positive, the pods don't need to be refrigerated, which is cool. And they last up to a year and they're recyclable. Let's go green, loving the push. But yeah, the machine is expected to cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000. And it's actually expecting to roll out in the second quarter of 2021, so you can actually get your hands on this year. And you know, just to talk about the accessories as well, the pods are $3, and I feel like that's not terrible. Like, that's okay. Like, for like a single serving of ice cream, you're paying $3, because I feel like it's more of an experience along with it. I feel like $3 isn't bad. So you just get your $3, boom, pop your pod, get your instant ice cream, and yeah, just call it a day from that. Is it a necessity? For some, they may say yes. I know for me personally, it more so isn't, but it's just really cool, and I'm had to put this on the list because I'm really appreciating the innovation. So next on my list, I had to put this on here for my new parents out there, and this is the Cradlewise Smart Crib. So yeah, Cradlewise Smart Crib. It's actually really cool. Like, even though myself, I do not have kids, I just wanted to put this on the list because it was just freaking cool. Like, I felt like, shoot, this would be so useful for my parents to have. Like, you could go back and they could just have this with me. So with the Smart Crib, it's going along with a built-in app, and basically through this app, because it has, you know, just different cameras and I believe microphones as well on the device, you can see your baby's sleeping schedule, seeing the intervals that they, you know, traditionally do sleep at. You can manage lullaby music without actually having to be, you know, just like there, you know, present in the room to change out without being there. So you can manage lullaby music without actually being present in the room. And yeah, you just get a full remote monitoring experience where you can just get all the stats you need on your newly born baby. And I feel like this is the most precious thing to you. So why not give your baby one of the most precious cribs out there, Cradlewise? So yeah, comes with notifications and tips, and then not to mention, it can actually rock your baby back to sleep. So if your baby wakes up in the middle of the night, tap of the button, you can just be rocking them back to sleep from the comfort of your bed. Now, honestly, it all sounds good, and you're probably like, yo, like, what's the price of this? And it's about 4 times as much as the average crib, so it's coming at, you know, a solid $1,500 for this crib. I know it's up there just for a baby's crib, but honestly, it's just the experience, like the whole experience. That's why I put a lot of stuff on this list, is why it makes it just so worth it. Obviously, it's not gonna be able to take care of every single need, but it can definitely make, you know, raising a child, you know, just more. It can just make it a better experience for you to raise your child. It could just make it a better experience for you to raise your child as they're a newborn. So that's why I put on the list. Hey, Cradlewise, I highly recommend it. All right, guys, and for my honorable mention, I had to throw this on here because I just thought this was really cool as well. And I ranked a lot of this stuff on here for the experience, and this is the Ninu Smart Perfume. So freaking cool to have, and I feel like the experience is, you know, just simply amazing. So you can adjust the different levels and configure your perfume from an app, so you can have it smell differently each time you spray it onto yourself. So yeah, you manage all the scents through your phone, what levels you want what at, and yeah, you could just kind of experiment. So, but yeah, guys, that is my top 10 things from CES 2021. I'm really proud of CES for just making this such an inclusive conference, being virtual. The delivery and just even from the companies, just the level of care that they took with their presentations was superb, and I actually really do appreciate it. And yeah, even though some of this stuff is conceptual, a lot of this stuff is out now, such as the ampere shower head. And some stuff is coming out later this year. So definitely keep an eye out and cop some of these things, because I'm telling you, they're A1. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what was your favorite from the list that I just named. And if I left out something that you feel is a top pick, definitely leave it in the comments below. I'm just John McKinn. That's my top 10 list. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.